and welcome to a special edition of Die Rollin. I mean, they're all special editions, right, at this point.
Yeah. And this is around the time where we're thinking about Christmas.
Depending on when Will's edited this and got this up. I mean, this could be in 2024 for all we know.
It could be, but we're thinking about Christmas anyway, and a new year, and we're just taking that opportunity to look back at what is going on.
Yeah.
So,
I compiled a list on my phone here.
Have you really?
Yes.
So we're going to have a talk about some of our best games of 2019. They're not necessarily games that came out in 2019, they're games that we played in 2019 or discovered. 2019 has been a really fantastic year. It's the year that we created this channel, which came out of my sister channel, which is Life in the Middle, which is our family channel where we did a couple of reviews.
Not our family channel.
No, not
just
ours, my family channel.
Separating that.
And we decided that we would branch out. Yeah. And the response from you, the board game community, has been overwhelmingly good, and publishers have sent us stuff. So we've been able to play different games that we wouldn't necessarily have played otherwise. So
thanks for that.
Without further ado, here are our top 5 games
from 2019. Not necessarily like that were published in 2019, but the ones we played this year, which have the most kind of feeling for us. So I'll kick us off then.
You do that.
Western Legends. So Western Legends, it's my go-to game. If I have new people coming around my house to play board games, I will really recommend we play this because it is a sandbox game. You can play this with a bunch of additional content, which came in the Ante-Up expansion, or you can just play with the base stuff. You can add AI into it. It's amazing fun. And yeah, it's not a massive learning curve either. Next one is a party game called Someone Has Died. This is something we've got sent to review. We've not reviewed it yet, but it is great fun for a party. Basically, somebody has died, hence the title, and all the players around the table are trying to get their hands on the will. It's a really good game of storytelling, and you have to be a bit creative with it, but it is a great laugh. Next, Charterstone. I've been playing this with my significant other, and it is a really fun worker placement legacy game. And yeah, I think it's one of those games that she will request to play, which doesn't always happen, so I'm very, very excited to play Charterstone. And the story looks like it's going on an interesting route, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of legacy games, my 4th game would be Betrayal Legacy. So it's basically a haunted house, and you are going through these generations of these people's lives, and one of you may or may not be a traitor, depending on which route you go down. It's a really cool, light horror game. Yeah, definitely well worth a look if you want to if you've got the same gaming group that come around every week, really fun. And finally, what was my 5th game? Nemesis. So Nemesis for me is one of my favourite games because it's just a really interesting evening with some friends. You have people working together but also actively against each other whilst you're also trying to fend off these aliens. So yeah, that's my top 5 games I played this year.
Hi, so my 2019 games for this year are very exciting and right, so the first game for me is a game called Lords of Zidit. It was a birthday present actually gifted to me by Adam, and one that had sat on my pile of shame for a very long time. And I opened it and it looked really overwhelming, and actually I thought this is too much for my gaming group, but actually I opened it and it's a fantastic programming game. We're yet to review it on the channel, but I can't wait to get it to the table. It's literally my #1 board game of 2019 right now. My second game is The Godfather. I was managed to pick that up at the UK Games Expo this year. Having played it a few times, it's really one game that I find really thematic. It's a cool mini or not game, and I'm really hoping that they're going to bring out something to expand that game and add more functionality. My 3rd game is Western Legends, and having been able to play both the base game and the expansion, I really sort of got into that multi-universe, running around, being a cowboy, being a sheriff, being a good versus bad, and there's so much that you can do in there. Brilliant, fantastic game. So one of the games that we got sent to review was a game called Refuge. I love that game in the sense of the first time you play it goes really quickly with new players, but the second time, third time, fourth time you play it, everybody gets really competitive. It's really simple rules, it's really easy to play, and it's just one that you can get together, and it's just try to get to the finish, but oh no, you're back at the beginning, and the comical and the laughter elements in it go. We've done a review on this on our channel. Depending on when this hits, it's either coming in 2020 or it'll be in 2019. And finally, because of the reviews that we've done, we managed to play 2 games, Nemesis and Lifeform. And Lifeform for me was the clear winner there. I don't own that game, and I will go out next year and buy the game when the expansions come out, but it is such a fun game. I played it a couple of times now. I love playing as the aliens in it. Great fun, lots of entertainment, and to me really sort of sums up that franchise. Cool. So obviously the game I'm looking forward to the most in 2020.
Yeah, what is that?
It is Solar a game that we previously reviewed on this channel. It was closely pipped actually by Galactic Era, which did not successfully fund in the first round, but hopefully it will get a second round funding, and I would highly recommend that you give that game a back. I know I will be if it.
Well, when it finally comes
back.
But what was it about Solar that makes you?
It was the fact that one, it was a review copy, so we had to hand it back. But secondly, the fact that it's a game that it was almost impossible to beat. But I would just continuously play that game with other people until I actually won. And because it was so hard, that's what I liked about it. It was the challenge, it was the puzzle, it was the trying to work out the best combination, and because it's a cooperative game as well, it really it really hits home at what I enjoy about a game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, my game of 2020 is going to be Arceus, which is a 1920s adventure game where you're raiding tombs. It's basically an Egyptian miniature game. Dungeon crawler. Looks great. I backed on Kickstarter, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing that materialise.
So I think the standout for last year was Western Legends. I think that appeared across all 3 of our lists.
Yeah, definitely.
It's one that my gaming group really enjoys. I think your gaming group probably similar.
Yeah.
You've got the expansion. I wish that I'd got the expansion, but I didn't have the base game at the time. So. And I backed a few other games, so I was like, no, I'm not.
And it's one of those games that, like, if people come around, I will get it out because anyone can pick it up. It's really good.
It's a really good non-board gamer game.
Yeah, definitely. It's very casual, but there is some strategy in there.
So those are our games. I'm really looking forward to what 2020 brings.
Indeed.
And for those of you that have subscribed to our channel, thank you so much for your support, your comments, your kind comments, your unkind comments. We've had a couple.
Yeah. I mean, you've managed to get the marbles out your mouth now. So there's that.
Indeed. But we're looking forward to bringing you some exciting new content in 2020, and hopefully helping you on your board game journey too.
And if you happen to be at the UK Games Expo in 2020, you will see these 2 people, and if we let Will come,
maybe
you might see him there. So feel free, if you do see us, come over and say hi.
Cool, so we are Die Rollin. Thank you for your support. This is the first time watching this video. Please take the opportunity to have a look at some of the other interesting, exciting and educational content. Okay, fun content that we have on our YouTube channel, so please make sure that you subscribe. And we happen to be on some other social media.
We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and obviously YouTube.
We are not on TikTok yet.
Too old for it.
Maybe.